Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. Whoever's here is not telling me yet, but let me move this light because it was not working for me. Hey, Zoa. How are you today, Zoa? I think that's better. Hey, Shar. That's good, Zoa. I'm glad to hear that. Don't mind. Let me see if I can turn that off. That light off. They're working on fixing this basement up, so I was recording a video, but I don't have a lot of battery left on my phone, and I didn't bring my charger. So I decided to do a live instead. So bright. The lighting sucks, but it's really bright. So I just did a live instead. I'ma still post it though because I showed the scrunchies that Shar sent me. Uh, Give me a second. My mom's calling me. Hello. Ajá. Cosiéndote las máscaras voy a hacer ahora. Que estoy a punto de coserte las máscaras. Dímelo. Yes. All right. Ya. Hablamos en casa entonces que estoy en YouTube. All right. Love you. Bye. Sorry, guys. So I'm just gonna do these face masks real quick for my mom because she started a new job and like really dusty in there, so she needs a mask that isn't too tight but isn't too loose either. And I made them the other day. I made them too big, so I'm remaking them. I'm doing good, Zoa. Thank you. Let me close that door. The light is driving me nuts. That should be a little better. They got chicken wires on the floor. I'm doing good. The kids did school this morning, and then now I'm down here working. I'm working on. I'm gonna do these face masks real quick because they're pretty quick to do, and then I'm gonna finish this tutu. And probably I'm gonna try to do the shirt while I'm at it, but I don't know if I'll get the shirt done or not. I didn't even share the link. Hold on. Let me share that real quick. I guess this one. I didn't grab the link before I walked in, before I started the live, but I think that should be the one. Oh, I think so. So, what can you do me a favor and share the link on Discord? Cause I can't find it. I just found the YouTube Studio one. Oh, I think I found it. Yeah, I found it. I got it. I got it. Thanks, Zoa. Hey, Anna. So I'm just working on I'm just gonna make some face masks really quick, and then I'm gonna try to finish this tutu. And if I'm okay on time, then I'll do the shirt to go with it. Hey, Naito. Yeah, I was actually recording a video, but my phone was about to die. I mean, I got like 30%, but I don't have my charger. So I was like, let me just do it live instead, because I wasn't gonna have enough battery on my phone to like do a time lapse of me making stuff. So my machine it's not too loud, I don't think so. We should be okay. Have all of you guys made face masks since the pandemic started? I was doing just I would buy the mask off of somebody on Etsy, and then I would just put like a vinyl design on it. But when I got my sewing machine, um I wanted to do some face masks because I found a free design online, a free pattern. I'm sorry. So this was one of my first like projects when I started sewing again. Hey, Connie. Now you get to watch me after all the times we always watch you. Now you get to just relax and watch and see all the things I've learned from you too. You're not the only one I've heard that from, Nidal. Wow, 4,000? I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to even see a mask anymore. Thank you, Connie. So this pattern is a really easy pattern to follow. I don't even read the instructions anymore. Anna, why you don't like making them for yourself? If you don't mind me asking. I don't I don't know if I'm gonna list any of my new masks on Etsy because it's a lot of there's a lot of ironing and stuff that you gotta do when you're making masks. And when you wanna I'm trying to do like not easy stuff per se, but stuff that doesn't take all that all that long to make. And since everybody's getting vaccinated, I don't know how much longer we're gonna have to wear masks. So I don't know if I want to spend my time listing them. I might. I don't know. Um, Zoa, I'm doing a craft show because to be honest, I've never even been to a craft show out here. So I don't know if it would be worth the time and the money. But I was thinking about doing a flea market because at the flea market, I know there's a lot of foot traffic. And if I take like little things like uh scrunchies and headbands and stuff like that, like low ticket items, then I probably could make a couple extra dollars. And I'll just have like a dress form or a mannequin or something with like tutus and shirts, and then I'll just take custom orders. And maybe I could just do like a couple tutus, like take a couple tutus and a couple shirts that don't need to be personalized and sell those like that. But really, I just want to do it to just get my name out there and to make a little extra money. But I want to go to a couple craft shows and see if it's worth the money. Cause at the craft shows, you're spending about what you would spend for a month at the flea market. So and he said I sewn a few and then I was out. It wasn't for her, not for me. I was thinking about no shy. I've never done any like uh in person selling at all. Like besides people that I know or somebody that saw something that I did and then they asked me to make something for them, but not like at any type of vendor's event or anything like that. I was thinking about I just don't have the like I don't have any fabric to declutter, but I was thinking it would be a good idea. Um we have like a Ronald McDonald's house here for um for children that have like I guess terminal diseases and stuff like that. And I was thinking it would be a good idea to like donate some masks and some headbands and stuff like that to them. But I don't know how to reach out to them. And I don't really have all that much fabric to produce that quantity just yet. But I was thinking that it would be something I would like to do. My mom had cancer for a few years, and luckily, she's got past it. But I know what it's like to have somebody with cancer that's close to you. Yeah, Zoa, I was watching one of your videos. It was only like a minute long, but you were showing the your setup, and I was like, oh, I didn't know you had did one. But yeah, I've heard it's a lot of work because you have to have a lot of inventory. But right now, I'm not getting all that many sales on Etsy anyway. So I guess like once the kids are done with school, I guess I have the time. But I'm kind of like I don't know. I'm indecisive because I don't know if I should I don't know if I should make inventory for like a flea market or a craft show or something, or if I should just make things for my Etsy shop. Because I really want to just make things for the Etsy shop just because I have like a few patterns that I want to try out. So I'm really tempted to just cut into it and make clothes. I don't know. I'm indecisive, so I'm not sure if I want to do it or not. I got this pattern for free. It's from I found them on Etsy, but they have a website. It's called peanutpatterns.com. And on Etsy they sell it for like 50 cents, but if you go to their website, um you could get it for free. I got my skirt pattern for free from there too. Just to when I started sewing, I wanted to have something to practice on. So I got these two patterns for free, and they have a leggings pattern for free too, but I don't like it as much. I haven't tried them yet. But I don't like how they look as much as like other leggings because the other leggings have like uh the cuffs and the elastic waist and stuff. Those don't have elastic waist or the cuffs, so I don't know. They look like more homemade, even though they are homemade. I like the stuff to look a little nicer. Anna, you're in Canada, right? Do you have a Joann's out there? I was wondering that the other day. Or does Joann's like ship to you? Yeah, Connie, I bet. That's why I was thinking more towards the flea market. I mean, you still will get your name out there with the craft fairs, but with with the craft shows that I was looking at, first there's not like a really big schedule for them, and then it's like I don't know. I couldn't find like a good schedule like that shows me um like 2 months in advance or whatever. I couldn't find nothing like that. They were all for like this month, and I don't have any inventory ready for that. And then other than that, I don't have the inventory. I don't have the tables or none of that. So, and then also um it's like most of them are like 150 or yeah, like 100 to $150. The ones that I saw online, and I don't even know if like how many people will actually go because they're like in the suburbs. So I don't know how many people are actually gonna go. I want to go as like I guess like a customer just to see what it's like, but I'm nowhere near ready to like selling them. Let me see something. So it's the ones with the lines in the middle narrow. This for my mom, so that's why I put it on. I wanted to make sure it's the right fit this time because last time I made it too big for her. I didn't measure her face or nothing. I just figured she would be one size up from me, and she wasn't. She was my size. So, and the pattern, it does not say to do it this way at all. But you get to watch some videos and stuff, and you learn new ways to do it, and it's the same thing. So you pick up techniques and you do what works for you. Now everybody wants to call me. Hey, Stacy. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna make the headband too. Um, I know a few of you I sent the pattern to for the headbands. I saw Connie did some headbands. I think for your Etsy listing or something like that. I love those headbands. I think they're the cutest thing, and they fit really good. But for those of you that aren't sure how to make them, I'm gonna make the headbands too to go with these face masks. So if you're interested, I'm gonna do it right after this one because I gotta change the threads for the next mask. I was watching TikTok right before I hopped on the live, and now I got that Cardi B song up. When it's up and it's up and I got the song stuck in my head now. That's why I keep like bobbing my head and stuff. I'm just back stitching at the ear loops so they're nice and secure. I've gotten a lot better at sewing in the last since January. But when you really like to do something, you find the way. This pattern is easy, Anna. Yeah, Connie, I make that's what I started doing first, the face mask with the headbands to go together. I have a bunch of pictures, um, but it was cold and the lighting sucks inside. So I have a bunch of pictures for my listings on Etsy, but I only took pictures of one on my daughter. And now I'm trying out I use my light box to take listing pictures, but now I'm trying to wait. Like today it was nice outside. I'm trying to wait for like nice days like today so that I could take my daughter to the park or outside and take pictures of her and the items to see if that'll help with the listings, like if I actually have a model wearing them. So my mom wanted it like this, kind of loose on the bottom because she has to wear safety goggles and stuff. And like up here she needs it tight so that it doesn't interfere with the goggles and they don't get not foggy, but you know what I mean. But she wanted it down here kind of loose so that she could breathe. I like that song too, Angelica. So I already cut everything out. That's what I was recording. Um, but then my phone started to lose battery, so that's why I decided to just hop in the live. And these headbands are so easy. These headbands, I think they're easier than the mask. Anybody has walked in and I didn't say hi. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I think I've said hi to everybody though, but I'm sorry if I missed you. So just wrong sides together, like anything that you saw. And these are they're really forgiving too. Like if you make a mistake on them, you really won't be able to tell at all. They're like a really good beginner project. and they're super quick to make. And this was also a free pattern. I've shared it already, but I have it already. I posted it in the Discord, and I'll try to leave it in the description. I got it from a blog. I'm pretty sure it's called Seven Pine. Isn't it? Let me check. Yeah, Seven Pine Design. And then they come in 5 sizes, so it's newborn to 6 months, 6 months to 18 months, 2 to 6 years, 6 to 12 years, and then teen to adult. And since they have the elastic on the back, um, they stretch and it fits everybody perfectly. Or at least they fit my daughter nice. My daughter, my niece. She's shaking. I get a surgery so bad. So that's it. I'll be here, Zoe. Don't worry about it. This is the headband right here. This is half of it. I don't know if it's too dark for you guys, because I had the light over here, but it was too bright. So I moved it to over here. And now I feel like for me it's dark, but on the screen it looks kind of bright. So I don't want to move it back. I can't tell if that's the wind outside or like a truck passing by, but it's the wind. The wind just picked up a lot. And it was really nice today. Oh, you gotta slow down on the curves. Yeah, Angelica, it is. This is the pattern I shared on the Discord. So basically, this is done already. All I have to do is flip these out, and then you can hand press them, like finger press them, and it'll be okay. Because you don't have to top stitch them, or you could press them on the heat press, which is what I usually do, All I'm missing now is just the elastic to cover the back. These are really easy to make. Like we're on live and it only took me, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes so far. If that. And then I just grab I don't have a chopstick. So I keep all my tools in here. I just grab my scoring do that now. I just grab my scoring thing that came with my Cricut. And since it's not really sharp, it's actually perfect because it doesn't poke through it. Oh, let me see. I think it should be fine, but I forgot to trim it down. I usually I'll show you with the other one. This one looks okay though, so I'm not gonna flip it. I'm not gonna flip it inside out to do it because it looks alright. And it's a 1/4 seam allowance, so what I do is the little tip, I cut like a little triangle off the tip. So that when I put it inside out, it's nice and pointy. And then I just make tiny little slits going around the curve so that it's not bulky and it'll sit nicely when I flip it inside out. But it honestly doesn't make that much of a difference from seeing how that one came out. Hey, Corinne. I think that's how you say it, right, Corinne? All right, good. And then I just poke the little point out, and then I run it across the edges a little bit just to push it out. So that's the two sides. And this is the piece for the elastic. I'm just gonna I don't pin because like I said, these patterns are really forgiving. So I just line it up as I go. I try not to sew too fast, and then I just line it up as I go. But if you feel like you want to pin, then do so. But I don't really pin these. Now when I'm making clothes and they got like curves and stuff like that, I pin that because it's so easy to mess up on the curve. Where did I put my safety pins? I don't know. I'm gonna steal this one. They're probably behind the computer. Oops. So I just stick a safety pin in the corner near the seam, and then I just push it through. If you guys have made scrunchies or any type of anything that uses an elastic casing or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna finger press them. Um, that's what it's gonna look like. Let me get my elastic. And I like that this pattern will tell you right on the pattern. Um, it'll tell you right on the pattern how much you need to cut your elastic to. So for the adult ones, I gotta cut it at 5 inches. Oh yeah. Sorry. I got all this stuff on this table. I don't know where I put my rotary blade. Here it goes. It's under the tutu. Honey, did you ever make tutus? Probably tried them at least, right? After all these years sewing. This pattern, Angelica, is for cotton, for quilting cotton and like non-stretchy for woven fabric. Um, so honestly, I wouldn't know. I've never tried it with knits. With knits, usually you just use the one piece for the. I don't think you would need the elastic. You would just have to make it long enough to where it's just one continuous piece, and then you just cut the points at both the ends. I was gonna stick it to the end of this casing, but then I'm gonna wind up losing it when I take off the safety pin. Since this casing is so big, it's really easy to push this through. I'm just gonna switch to a zigzag stitch, which is 4. And I'm gonna increase my stitch length because it always gives me a hard time with the elastic. And this part, like these ends, this end is gonna go inside of the other two pieces. Well, not inside, but yeah, inside. I'll show you now when I make it. So it doesn't have to look all that great because it's gonna be covered with the other pieces. I stitch down, stitch back up, and then stitch back down. And it like scrunches up. Now you're gonna take this piece and you want the right side or the printer side to be facing you. And you also want the side of the elastic with your seam on it to face you as well. And I'll show you why in a minute. So you're gonna place it, my bad. So pretty side facing you or printed side facing you, wrong side of the elastic piece facing you, and then you're just gonna fold it over. And you're gonna stitch down this way. And just do another zigzag stitch, not so close to the edge, like not all the way at the edge. And I do the same thing, so down, so back up, and so back down. And this doesn't have to be super pretty either because it's gonna be on the inside. Nobody's gonna see this. On my threads. So this is the wrong side. Now you're gonna flip it, and this is what's gonna show. So it's gonna be right sides and right sides. If you have a directional fabric, hi Joanna. If you have a directional fabric, you have to be really careful when you're cutting this out to make sure that, like for instance, if you have like characters going up, you want to make sure that when you cut it, you're cutting one this way with the characters going up, and then you want to make sure that the other fabric has, I don't know how to explain it, but let me see. So You're gonna place your pattern this way with the characters going up, and then when you go to cut the other side, you want to cut it this way with the with the pattern or the characters going up. Because if not, if you fold your fabric a certain way and like cut two at a time, you can do it, but you gotta be careful because if you do it the wrong way, you're gonna have like this side will be good and then the other side will be upside down. So you gotta be careful when you're cutting this pattern up. So I think I'm just gonna hop into the tutu and I'll do the face mask, the other face mask and headbands after I get off the live because these are easy, so they don't take very long, and I just wanted to show you guys how to do them. But I also want you guys to see the tutu, and I don't want to keep you guys all night. I never know if somebody's gonna do it live or anything, and I don't want everybody to be stuck here with me. Oh, I didn't make the. I was gonna make little like the clothing labels for the headbands. I already designed them, but forgot I forgot to make them and they're stuck. I forgot to make them before I hopped on here. I'm pushing it with the safety pin, but being careful of the needle. There it goes. My seam ripper's over there. And it's alright on the back. It's just a lot of stitching over the same area. So there goes the headband. That's not. I'm gonna press this later just to have it nice and crisp. But it doesn't really matter because once you put it on, it's gonna get wrinkled and everything. So this is how I tie it. So you tie it normal. Let me see if I can do it on the camera. But then when you tie it through here, you gotta make sure that make sure the pretty side is on the front on both of them. And then tie it very even, but these are more for like little girls, but I think they're cute for like mommy and me. The mommy and me headbands. It's hard doing this on camera. And they're really easy, Char. Anyways, you guys get the idea. I guess you could also like, cause there's a lot of I don't got a really big head though, so my goodness. That's me. I do them. You mean satin ones, Joanna? So I guess let me see. Not exactly enough, but I guess you could tie them like that too. I like this print a lot. Thank you. I think I'm gonna send some of these to Angela Jasmina so she has something other than like the jersey ones. I can send her and Riley and mommy and me one. So I'm gonna just get started with the tutu, so because it's the same thread, and I really haven't done tutus like that for a few years, for like 3 years. So sometimes it gets me. Like I made the red one the other day, and it shifted a little bit. It was driving me nuts, but it was on the part where the ribbon was at, so it doesn't really matter because it's gonna the ribbon covers it, but you work so hard to try to get it straight, and then the thing shifts. I can hear the neighbors talking. They got the music blasting and they yelling at each other from across the street or from down the block. All right. I don't remember who I learned this from, but with the fabrics that tend to get stuck in the thing, what I do is I leave a little bit of space and then backstitch instead of trying to start at the edge and then have it curl up under the machine. Also, I learned that you could hold like the threads on the side right here. Like hold the threads on the side, and that way as you're sewing it doesn't get stuck underneath. So I'm doing a size 3T for my daughter in this tutu. It's 10 yards, but since it's 3 colors, I had to cut just 3 yards and a third of each color. So it's pretty quick to get through each color. And I'm just following the 1 inch line right here on my sewing machine. I'm pretty sure you guys have all made tutus, but just in case somebody is watching or ever watches and they haven't made a tutu. Sorry, you say you have a different pattern for these headbands? I saw some different ones for like knit ones on Etsy, but I haven't bought them. I haven't bought it yet. Like the one, kind of like the ones Amber makes, like the tie ones and the ones with a bow in the front. But those are one piece. You don't like tie them like how you do this one. It's just one piece, but you make the bow in the front. And they have the ones with I think that same pattern. It comes with like four different options for the finish of the bow. I think it has like the little bun one too. So far the blue is lining up way better than the red, but the red was kind of like shredded on the ends. So when I was sewing it, it was a pain. Like I said, the ribbon covers it, so it doesn't really matter. But I try my best to line it up good. If the computer's shaking a lot, I'll probably put you guys on a chair or something else. Sure. So when I went and got the package out of the mailbox, right, and I came inside the house with the package, um, it's okay, Naito. Um, I came in the house with the package, right, and here goes my son, and he's like, is that the tutu with the flowers? Because they helped me pull apart all the flowers, right? So I was like, no. He's like, you didn't order the tutu with the flowers? I said, no. How I'm gonna order if I'm the one that's making it? I just gotta go and finish it. He's like, oh, I thought you were gonna go and buy it because you haven't brought it home yet. Crazy. Let me see real quick because I wrote down in my notebook the colors that I wanted to use. So I'm gonna use the red ribbon and the white flowers for this navy blue. So I'm gonna change in a minute. This tutu, right? I had never seen anybody else make it like this with the flower petals on the inside. So I just kind of came up with I saw Cheryl and Fam. I think I said on the last live. I saw Cheryl and Fam. She made it with the flowers on the ends instead of a ribbon trim, but she used the 6-inch rolls, I think. So when I saw her using the rose petals, I kind of got this idea, but I wasn't sure how to make it because I never seen anybody make it. Like not even on Etsy, I haven't seen this exact tutu. So I just decided that I was gonna sew the channel, and then right where the bottom of the channel ends, you can't see it, but right where the bottom of this channel ends, I sewed down to where the ribbon is gonna be at, and then that'll keep the flowers from falling out. Yeah, I'm gonna sew this one. And then when I get to the ribbon, since the ribbon is gonna be a different color, I'm just gonna change the bobbin thread. Oh yeah, he keeps asking when I'm gonna buy new flowers so that he could help me with them. The flowers come all compressed, and then you gotta like wet your fingers and separate all of them. And my 6-year-old son, he's the one that I found that does it the best. My oldest son, he tried to help me, but since he uses glasses, he couldn't really tell when they were like multiple stuck together, and he he didn't really care too much about it. He thought it was like fun at first, but then he was over it. But my 6-year-old, he really liked doing it with me, so he's my employee now. I asked my kids how much they wanted. I asked my kids how much they wanted to get paid for helping me with those flowers. So my oldest, I think he said like $10. My my 6-year-old, he said he wanted $5, and he's like, no, I want 6 because I'm 6 years old, right? Then my daughter is like, well, I want $20. She's the littlest one, but she's smart. She thinks she's smart. I told her she's fired. She said she wanted $20. I was like, yeah, you're fired. That sounds good. That sounds good, Char. I need to get the little thing like Cindy has, the little thing for the ribbon. But I pulled it right out. And stitch down. That's the red ones. I need the white ones. These are the popcorn things. I got the cookie ones at home. And put it on this side so you guys can see. So what I do is I just sew down a little bit, and then since I want the flowers to show really well, I just grab like I grab a couple flowers and I put try to spread them out, but I put it on the bottom layer, so it will be like the only the top layer when the child has the tutu on, so that way you can see them. I'll show you guys in a minute, but that way, like I didn't put it in the middle, like the second layer, because I wanted the flowers to show really well. And then I just keep putting flowers in there. This is a little longer because you gotta keep stopping, but hopefully the finished product will be worth the little extra effort, and it's not hard. Oh yeah. Now I'm just trying to figure out like how many flowers to put because I don't want them to like all bunch up together, but I don't want it to be like out of space either in between like all the petals. I don't want it to look like I was counting pennies, if that makes sense. I don't want it to look like I was penny pinching. when I was making this tutu, but I just don't want it to be too much or too little. So I still gotta figure that out. Like, what's a good amount of flowers? Hey, Michelle. I had to now because it's so many flowers. Like, I had to really compress these flowers to get it to fit into the popcorn tins. I got the cookie ones at home too that I'm gonna use, but I had to use the popcorn ones because I needed something big. I didn't think it was gonna fill them up this much, but I had to use something to weigh them down as I was going because they were like popping out of the tins. And the first couple times, like when I opened them, all the flower petals would like fly out of the tin. I laugh when I think about the popcorn tins because it reminds me of like the grandmas back then, or even the grandmas now, or any crafter. We always like reuse the butter cookie tins for like pins and needles and stuff like that. So I think it was my brother. My brother bought everybody popcorn for Christmas. He bought literally everybody popcorn for Christmas. So what's it called? So I had four. I have four exactly. Four tins. And then if I need to I could just steal like my mom's and my grandma's. And I could ask like my sister for hers. I could ask everybody for theirs, but for now I wanted to try this out. So I just bought the red, the white, and the blue, and then I bought one. They have flower petals at BB Craft. Um, but this one was 3,200 for I think like $8, like $8 or $10 or something like that. BB Craft has 400 petals for $3, but they come already loosened, so you don't have to spend that time loosening them up. But I'm just gonna keep buying them like this for now because my son is helping me with it, and I just like I'll put something on the TV and I'll just unravel them, so it's not really a big deal. I don't have all that many orders right now, so and BB Craft they have a lot of them, but like these colors they were out of like I think they were out of the red, the blue. I don't know if they had the white, so that's why I had to buy them from Amazon. If you guys want, just if you guys want the link to it, let me know, and I'll leave it in the description. Oh shit. It's funny that I got this song stuck in my head right now because usually when I work, I don't even listen to music. Like I just put on like YouTube videos, or I'll catch a live if I can or whatever. So it's funny that now that I can't listen to music, I got a song stuck in my head because I never listen to music any other time that I'm working. And I just keep thinking, I know that's right. Alright, we're almost done. I was so mad they suspended my TikTok, and I don't even know why. I still don't know why. They haven't responded. That's why I just opened a new one, because I tried to like I wrote them and everything, but I figured they weren't gonna write back. But I don't want to start a new one. Not because of the followers, because I didn't have all that many followers. Just because I liked all the people I was following, and then I now have to go find everybody I was following again. And it was like I don't know. I liked my account. I don't know why they suspended me, but which is weird because Instagram will like send you a notification like, oh, your video has, like, for instance, if it's music, your video has copyrighted music or whatever. So they'll tell you to take it down or to like mute the music, which is what I do. I just mute the music if Instagram says something about my TikToks having copyrighted music. But they didn't send me a message or anything. And I only had my phone number associated with the account. I didn't have like my email associated, but I checked my email too while I was at it. And I didn't have no messages on my email either. So I didn't have no text messages, nothing. I don't really know what happened, but I'm not gonna, there's nothing I could do, so I'm not gonna stress over it. But now I gotta post my first video. I still haven't posted like the first video. Probably post it on the way home. I think that's still with flowers. Put a lot of flowers in this. One thing I like about my machine, that I didn't have with my older machine, or maybe I just didn't know that's what it was for. Has the it has the button for like leaving your needle down. I really like that button. My other machine didn't have it. I don't think. Hold on. I gotta slow this down. And it's gonna have red thread, which is gonna drive me nuts, but I'm not changing the thread. Little too. This one kind of reminds me of Cinder. Snow White. The blue with the red trim with the red ribbon kind of reminds me of Snow White. But I think I would need yellow petals. I had to buy some yellow petals. Oh goodness, I grabbed it wrong. Oh, they just both like that. I'm over here on the live talking to myself. For anybody that wonders if I talk to myself, yes, I do sometimes. And sometimes I talk back to myself again, too. I think all smart people do that. Cause we just have too many thoughts to keep them in. This is the part where I need to do like a time lapse, so you guys don't gotta sit here and watch me thread this elastic through the channel. I need that other thing to thread elastic that they sell at Joann's, because it's longer than the safety pin, so it'd be faster too. We're halfway there, though. I don't know if I'm making that shirt tonight, though. To be honest, I just want to get my sublimation printer already. I want to get my sublimation printer already because sometimes I don't feel like doing vinyl shirts. And Nairo Minds is okay, Shar. Thanks for stopping by. And buen provecho. My favorite season is spring and summer. I like spring because I like all the flowers starting to come out, and it's like I'm so excited because it's almost summer. And then I like summer because it's just summer. It's like vacation time. It's like outdoors time. Since I'm in the north and I grew up in the north, I've been in the north for 25 years already. Winters you spend inside because I don't like the cold. So you spend most winters inside. So summer is the time to like enjoy life because in the winter you're just hiding from the cold. So this is what it's looking like so far. I'm just gonna stick this pin through the other side. I like this blue one better than this red one because I put a lot more flowers in this one. I was scared to put too many in this one, but I like how this blue one, how the flowers pop up more. This one's for my daughter, so she's not gonna care that there's not that many flowers in this. But this one, the flowers are kind of bunched up, so maybe a little less flowers in the white one. But I think it's cute. This is the first tutu I've done in how many years? In like 3 or 4 years. And I decided to be extra with it and make it harder on myself. But it's coming out. It's working. Let me get this white one done real quick so that you guys can see the finished product. I can't wait to put it on my daughter. She's gonna love it. My daughter's like really girly. And I'm not complaining. That's my only daughter. I'm not complaining at all that she's girly. I gotta change these. And then I'm gonna use the red petals and the blue ribbon. Oh. I got all my stuff for the sewing machine in here. And then I just throw it in the drawer when I'm done. I need to get a thread stand, but I need to move first. So I can have my space for my stuff. I was like, oh, I have a lot in this bobbin, but I have another one out here that I use for the twin needle. So it should be fine. This one runs out. I have that one. Michelle, you came back in again? Or you just weren't commenting? Because I thought you already had came in. But hi, Michelle. Oh, yeah, right. You said you didn't have any battery in your phone. You're right. I'm still not sure. My kids will be talking to me too, and they'll be talking over each other, trying to get my attention. And I'm like, breathe, like take a break. I don't know what y'all saying. And they'll be going for 20 minutes, and I still don't know what they're talking about. Earlier, I had to threaten them that I was gonna take their phones and stuff because they had their teachers. Mind you, they're both doing school in the same room, and they both had their teachers on like max volume, and then plus they're supposed to be doing their schoolwork, and they start playing with one another, and they're just yelling. And my 6-year-old, they were doing math, and he's like yelling the answers like to the top of his lungs. I'm like, can you stop yelling? I be getting headaches sometimes. I don't usually get headaches, but when they're like all talking at the same time, and then my daughter too. Now I understand what my mom used to go through with me because I used to talk a lot. I was always talking when I was little. I would never shut up. So now I understand. I used to tell her like, "Well, I'm not bothering you. I'm just having fun. I'm just talking." But when it's like multiple kids at the same time, even one kid, honestly. But when it's multiples, it could drive you up a wall. She was probably in the other room, right, Michelle? Too. I was like that too. I will repeat sometimes the same thing over and over until I make sure you got me. Now I'm not shy, and I'm not like I talk because I talk a lot, but I fell down the steps because I had passed out a few years ago, and everybody laughs when I tell them this. But I used to be a really good liar. I cannot lie anymore. Like it's really rare that I can lie with a straight face. Like you will be able to tell a mile away that I'm lying. Ever since I hit right here, I like had this open, like you could see the bone and everything. I passed out and I was at the top of the stairs and I fell all the way down the stairs and I opened this. And I really can't lie because you could tell. Uh, I started stuttering more. Um, like before, I used to be like more fluid with the way I talk. Now I like I think about what I'm gonna say a lot more before I say it, and I can't find the words sometimes. I don't know. Everybody laughs because they think I'm like kidding when I'm like I cannot lie, and they start laughing like yeah right you. No, I'm serious. I cannot lie anymore. Like, and then they would catch me trying to lie, and they're like, oh, I know what you mean now, because I really cannot lie. I will start laughing, and I will like I will make a face that I can't control. Like you will be able to tell that I'm lying, unless I'm like angry at you or something. Then since I'm angry, I could like keep a straight face, and I'll be able to like. But it's because I'm not really lying. I'm just brushing you off. But if it's not that, it's really hard for me to lie with a straight face. Which I think is a good thing because that means that I tend to lie less. I don't even bother lying anymore because I can't lie. Anybody that knows me knows I'm lying. I could pull a prank on you though, but I can't like flat out lie. If I'm pulling a prank, I could do it a little better than if I'm like really trying to lie to you. Go into you're saying you used to go into your parents' room and stuff? Bobbin's almost out. I still go in my mom's room when I get home. And I told her that when I came up for Christmas, I had missed just laying in the bed in her bed and just talking to her. I just lay up in her bed and talk to her like I'm a little kid. But you gotta take advantage now. Like me, my mom has always been my best friend, and she had cancer for like 8 to 10 years. And at first, we didn't know. I didn't know until she thought she was like not gonna make it, and then she started teaching me how to cook, and I already knew how to do laundry, but she started teaching me how to cook and um how to take care of my brothers and sisters just in case she didn't make it. So, and she's always been my best friend. We've always been close, anyways. I think it's better to enjoy the time I have with her now because eventually she's not gonna be here. You know, Lord willing, it's not from a disease, but there's gonna be a day inevitably that she's not here anymore. So I wanna enjoy her while I can. Just like I don't know why I think about this stuff. Yeah, you told me about I don't know if the conversation was with me, but I read it in Discord. I think you were talking to me though. 'Cause I think I was telling talking about stuff that I've been through too. But I don't know why I think about it, but I don't know why I think about it. With all the news of like people of color getting killed by the police and stuff like that, and that's why I want to get out of Philadelphia. Not because of the police, but because it's a lot of crime here. It's a lot of gun violence and stuff. And I pray to God that I never have to bury one of my kids. I know they're gonna like it's gonna hurt them to bury me, but I really, really, really pray to God I never have to bury one of my kids because I wouldn't know what to do. And so many mothers right now that their kids like it's little kids in Philly getting shot up, and they're like 10, like, and they're not even like places where they shouldn't be at. They're like at the park. Like if a kid can't go to the park and be safe, like kids are never fully safe because you gotta watch out with like kidnappings and stuff like that. But it's sad that you can't even like your kids can't even go to the park because the park is like all there is at the park is people selling drugs or using drugs or getting drunk or people are getting shot all the time. Like that's sad. Like the park is for the kids, not for you guys to be doing stuff you guys shouldn't be doing. Or at least have the decency to wait until, like it's nighttime. They don't care out here. It could be 9 in the morning and you go to the bank because it happened the other day. This is an app called Citizens. I don't know if you guys have it where you guys are from, but it's an app and a lot of people here use it. It's called Citizens and people like report the crimes that are happening. It could be 9 something in the morning and somebody will be getting shot or robbed. Like the one lady was at the ATM in the bank and she got robbed at gunpoint at like literally like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Michelle, that's true. When there's a lot of people, I mean, of course, when there's more people, like there's more chances of people not getting along and stuff like that. But it's to the point where a lot of the stuff that's going on isn't even like because there was a problem within like within these people. It's not even like there was previous altercations or anything like that. It's just like senseless. And with coronavirus, it's gotten worse. Ever since the pandemic, since a lot of people like aren't working or they're struggling, it's like the robberies have went up a lot. Like I don't know if you guys saw last year when George Floyd when they were like rioting, it was bad here. They were rioting a lot. They were looting. They were um like there's this one store. It's kind of like a Dollar General, I guess, like a thrift. Like it's not a thrift store, but it's like they sell a lot of stuff really cheap. It's like a Dollar General, almost like a dollar store, but it's everything is in a dollar. So it's more like like a Family Dollar or a Dollar General where they have like cheap things, but um they cost more than $1. But this place, like their stuff wasn't even name brand. They were like stuff that they got from China and stuff like that. And when they were doing the looting, they went in there, emptied the place out. You saw them like from the helicopter. They would go down the street to the end of the block and like turn the corner, but they would stay right there, put all their stuff in like big bags, and then some of them would go back in again and get more stuff. And then at night, they burnt the place down. And it's like, why? You guys already emptied it. Like, what's the point of doing all that harm for no reason? They done broke all the windows, broke the doors and everything, and then on top of that, they burned the place down. And my boss wanted me to go to work, and I was like, I'm not going to work. Like some of that stuff was not that far from me, like a couple blocks away. And where I live is not as bad as it's not like one of the worst areas. It's pretty it's not the best, but it's not the worst. And a lot of stuff was happening a couple blocks from my house. I was like, I'm not going to work because if, like, Lord forbid something happens, I need to be here with my kids and my grandma because my grandma's not gonna be able to deal with the kids by herself. I got in trouble for it too. I don't care, but it wasn't that I got in trouble, but they were like disappointed. Like, you could be all the disappointed you want. I'm not going to work. And then we also had a curfew, and what was happening was that the cops, if they caught you outside in the curfew, you got in trouble, right? Unless you're an essential worker, which I was. But what they didn't understand was that a lot of people were still looting, like late at night, after, like once curfew hours, they were still looting. Like if you stopped at a red light and it's a mob, the people from my job not gonna come defend me. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna work. I don't care how much y'all pay me. I'm not gonna work. They're like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad out here in the suburbs. I'm not from the suburbs. It wasn't that bad in the suburbs because the people from the suburbs were going in the city to do to partake. They wasn't messing up their own neighborhood. They were coming into the city. Bye, Anna. It's been 2 hours already. Bye. Thank you for coming. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish this and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I don't know if I'm gonna do the shirt today or not, cause yeah, I'm looking to move soon, Michelle. I'm just waiting for my taxes to come in. I was like One, hey Julie, I was I was looking to move to somewhere warmer, but I think I'm gonna stay close to my family for a while, and then maybe in a couple years, instead of like spending that money into moving far, I'm gonna just put it into the business. Stay close to my family for now, and then maybe in like maybe 2 or 3 years, hopefully my business will be doing better, and then I could move down south. I want to live somewhere warm. I'm tired of the cold. Hey Eddie, I'm just finishing up this rose petal tutu. Yes. Oh Zoe, you're back. Yeah, I'm putting rose petals in it. I had did the red one the other day, and now I did this blue one on this live, and I'm just doing the white one, and it's done. I didn't do that many in this one because I didn't want them to be like too much, but I like it better when it's too much because I want them to like show a lot. So I'm just doing the white one now, and I'm done. Um, these are I think they're called satin rose petals. You can get them from BB Crafts already separated, or you could get them from Amazon. Thank you. I saw it in the last live, but I don't know if you were here for the last one. I saw Cheryl and Fam. She did a tutu with the rose petals, but she did it with the 6 inch spools of ribbon, and she just did it like so the 6 inch one is like this, right? So she had it on the sewing machine, and then she did one petal at a time through the whole tutu, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that, but it gave me the idea to do a regular ribbon trim because the ribbon trim is going to be closed already at the bottom because of the ribbon. And then I'm just sewing down the sides to hold the flowers in. I had to like think about it because I never saw anyone do it, and I even checked on Etsy and everything, and I haven't found anybody that does it exactly like this. So I had to like really sit down and think about how I was gonna make it work, but it worked. So far it's working. Hopefully it sells good so I can start getting sales again. Cause I'm not getting that many sales, which technically, I'm still basically starting out still too. So I'm not like super mad about it, but and I took down all the copyrighted items from my shop. So I had like 70 something listings. Right now I only have like 35 or something like that. 39 maybe. And a lot of them are like Christmas and um, Valentine's Day, stuff like that. So I know that's why I'm not getting them sales, so I'm not really pressed about it. But that's why I'm doing Fourth of July, and I want to do some other day stuff, some mommy and me stuff. But I'm not gonna do all the shirts today. I'm gonna come back early in the morning and get this done. Get the shirts and all of that done. I have a couple mommy and me shirts for Mother's Day. Hey, Jenny. This is my second live. Today I was recording a video and then my phone was dying, so I just decided to come on and do a live real quick. But I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you. Thank you, Zoa. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Eddie. I don't mind the hot and humid, Michelle. 'Cause I just hop in a pool or something. But I'm tired of the snow. I'll tell you that. I prefer hot and humid. You could just like turn on the AC unless you're walking. Because if you're walking, it's tough. But if you're in the car, if you're in the house, you just turn on the AC and put less clothes on. But when you're in the cold, I be in the house for hours and I'm still cold. I'm still shivering. There's like no way to shake off the cold for hours. So I personally hate the cold. I was not born for the cold. I was born in Puerto Rico, so I was born to be on the beach in a bathing suit. I was not born to be playing in no snow. Yeah, I saw they were making skirts with the petals, but not tutus. And what they did was they had the fold on the bottom, and then they would put just a couple, not this many, um, just a couple petals, and then for the channel they would use the ribbon, and they would like sew ribbon onto the channel somehow, and that's how they made the waistband. But I didn't like it. I wanted it to be a ribbon trim on the bottom, with rose petals on the inside, so it would be like different. And I saw a couple other things like hearts and stuff like that I want to use to put to stuff on the inside. I think it would be cute, and it's honestly not a lot of people that are doing it, so it's something unique, to stand out. I'm telling you guys my secrets because I love y'all, but it's like not a lot of people doing it like this. So it's a good time to like start making them before other people learn how to do them. Oh, I want me to all bunch up all the way. I was worried because I didn't know if I was gonna have to do like another channel to like so that they wouldn't all bunch up at the ribbon, but I think it works like this. I'm not trying to do too much extra work. It's getting dark outside. Now I gotta find this the wrong side. This the right side. All right, they line up. Yeah, Julie, I saw like stuff that you could put in for Christmas, like little like mistletoe type things that are small, but they're not they just can't be paper, and they have to be a good size so that you could see them in the tutu. And so I saw some like mistletoes for Christmas, some little hearts for Valentine's Day, and if you could find like stars and stuff like that, that would be good too for 4th of July. But I just started with the rose petals. I wanted to test it out first. I've been thinking about this making this tutu for a while because I was gonna do green and gold for St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't have the time to order the stuff because my sister wanted some stuff from there too. So I was gonna order it all together, and I just ran out of time. I forgot about it, but you can play with the colors too. You can make any like for any theme for any shirt because all you gotta do is change up the colors. Yes, yes, Michelle. And I don't know if you were here when I said it. So you know the tool is 4 layers. I put it in between the first and the second, like on from out to in, so that they would show more. But I wasn't sure if like it'll show as good if it was in the second layer, like under 2 layers of tulle. So I put it on the furthest one out. I really like it though. It's different. That's what I need, different. Because everybody makes the same tutu. So we gotta find ways to, to make people want to buy your tutu. Hold on, let me sew this elastic together, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I got like an eyelash one in my eye. I'm trying not to touch my eye. Change this back to white. I'm also gonna put hot glue in the ends when I get off the live because I don't want to keep you out too long. I'm gonna just sew the ends together since I'm already at the sewing machine. Oh, I put this backwards. Yeah, I wanna do bummies and stuff like that too. I just honestly I just wanted to make this tutu because I wanted to try it out and see how they do. And this is my first tutu. I mean, I don't think it took me all that long. It took me a little bit, but I'm on the live um and it's my first tutu in a long time. But I think with time, there's only one layer of ribbon. But I'm not doing 2 layers of ribbon. I'm not doing all that. I'm gonna stick to 1 layer of ribbon. But I thought it would be something cute to be able to offer. But I honestly I wanna focus more on sewing too though. I wanna do like I kinda wanna get away from the birthday stuff. But I have to practice a lot because my stuff is sellable. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but um I do want to practice like different techniques and get better at certain things so that I can make more things too. But I want to sell like everyday stuff, but I also want to sell stuff that's more like a little more dressy. There's Simply Bow. I don't remember her name, but she has a YouTube. I think you guys watch her too. She does both layers of ribbon at the same time, and I'm like, I don't know how you do that because I would skip the two. I would sew the 2 ribbons. Oh, I think I froze. I think I'm buffering. You guys, I think it froze, right? Can you guys hear me?